In this question, we're told about a set formed from set R. R has 8 elements, and S will have 6 distinct elements, so choosing 6 elements to include in S is equivalent to choosing 2 elements of R to knock out. If we know exactly what 2 elements are knocked out, then we know exactly what's in S, and we'll know the standard deviation. There might be other ways to infer the standard deviation as well. They will involve knowing what the dispersion of set S is at any cost. Let's turn to the data statements, evaluating them separately first. Statement 1 tells us that the average of the two sets is the same. We can analyze this by cases. Set R is evenly distributed around 230. That's its average, and hence must be the average of set S as well, according to this data statement. In one possible case, we could form set S by knocking out the first and the 8th number. That resulting set will have an average of 230. Or we could do it by knocking out the 2nd and 7th number. This set will also have an average of 230. We can see that in both cases because we've knocked out two numbers that have an equal pull on opposite sides from 230. So as we remove both of them, the overall balance is the same. However, the dispersions of the two versions of set S are different. The set S in case 1 is less tightly bunched, and the set S in the second case that we looked at is more tightly bunched. Hence, we don't have sufficient information to determine the standard deviation definitively. Statement 1 is insufficient. Statement 2 tells us that one of the numbers knocked out of set R in the formation of set S is the first number. We are not told the other number that is knocked out. Therefore, in one possible case, the other number that is knocked out could be, say, the second number. And in another possible case, it could, for example, be the 7th number. The set in the former case is more tightly packed than the set in the latter case, so it will have a different standard deviation. There are therefore two possible standard deviations in these two cases that we're looking at. We have insufficient information to answer the question, so statement 2 alone is insufficient. Combining the two statements, we need to form set S such that 223 is one of the numbers we knock out, and the average of set S is 230. There's only one possible way to do that, and that is for 237 to be the other number that we knock out. Otherwise, the average will be disrupted, because the pull of the numbers on either side of 230 will no longer be balanced. Therefore, the elements of set S are uniquely determined, and that means the standard deviation can be computed directly. We therefore have sufficient information to answer the question. The correct answer is C.